So in this video, I'm going to go through how to update and redeploy a form. I'm currently on my Android device. I'm just going to open up KoBoCollect. And if we use this delete saved form and look under the blank forms list, you can see that I've got one questionnaire form in there at the moment. And what I'm going to do now is go onto KoBoToolbox on my computer, go to this particular form, update it, redeploy it, and then we'll come back to this Android device and show how you then change from this current blank form to the updated one. So now I'm in KoBoToolbox and I'm working with the DPM Household Questionnaire project and the form associated with that project. I'm going to click this little edit button and we're going to add in a question. So we're going to scroll through to about here and get this little plus sign, and we're going to add in a question here. And the question we're going to add in is what type of house is this? We're going to add that question, and it's going to be, you're going to be able to just select one type, and it will either be, it'll be a house or it's going to be an apartment. Okay, so we've added this particular question now to our form. I'm going to click save up here. See, it's got a little star icon here. That's to show you that you have changes that are not yet been saved. We click save. You see the star icon has now gone, and we know that everything in this form is now saved. So we click close. Now we can see that if we go back to the form, it now says that this version 6 is undeployed because we've just made these changes. So we're going to click this big blue redeploy button, and it's going to check, are you sure you want to overwrite? And we do in this case. We want to send this new form out for collection. So we click OK. Okay, so that form has now been redeployed. We're now going to go back to KoBoCollect on our Android device to make sure that we've got the correct newly updated form on our device. So I'm now back on KoBoCollect on the Android device, and I'm going to go to get blank form, and you see that it will double check if you've got the correct username and password. You click OK, and it connected there very quickly to the server. And what we want to do is get our DPM household questionnaire, so not these two other forms that are available for this particular user, but this first one here. And that's the one that I've just updated using KoBoToolbox on the website. So we're going to click get selected and click OK. Now if we go to delete saved form, and rather than looking in the saved form tabs, which is all of those forms where data has been collected, instead we're going to blank forms, this tab on the right. And now we can see here that we have two saved forms on this, two blank forms saved on this device. And you can look at the times at which these were created, and we can see that the top one is newer. That was created at 9:50. Sorry, at 9:50, and the one below at 9:34. So what we're going to do is delete the older form. So click delete form, click yes. So now we can go back and we can do fill blank form, and you can see here the time is again 9:50. So we are using just this most recently redeployed and updated form. And if we load that, we can swipe through. And now we can see that our new question is there. What type of house is this? Has now been added. Okay, we're just going to hit the back button now and say that we're going to ignore changes for this particular submission. Okay, so the reason why you would go through that process is to make sure that your interviewer is definitely using the most updated form. So if you are going to change your form, update it and redeploy it, make sure you get all of your interviewers to go through that process, because you don't want them to accidentally pick up the old blank form and enter data under that. You want to make sure they're always using the most up-to-date one. Okay.